Alex sat alone in his small quarters aboard the Helios station, the soft hum of the station's life support filling the silence. Outside the thick viewports, the stars shimmered coldly against the endless black of space, and the distant glow of a gas giant painted the horizon with pale blue light. He rubbed his eyes, staring at the flickering console before him. The drone he had been repairing for the past few hours still refused to respond correctly, and the station's maintenance AI had gone silent halfway through the process. He leaned back in his chair, sighing. "Just one more adjustment and this thing should work," he muttered. His hands moved over the controls, precise, practiced, the motions of a man who had spent years fixing machines far beyond Earth's technology. A sudden click made him freeze. The door to his quarters slid open, though he had not authorized it. "What the—" Alex's voice caught in his throat. He stood abruptly, reaching for the emergency comms, but before he could speak, a figure stepped into the room. She was unlike anything Alex had ever seen. Young, tall, and strikingly beautiful, with smooth silver-blue skin that shimmered faintly under the artificial lights. Her eyes were wide and luminous, glowing softly, yet there was a warmth in them that made Alex instinctively relax. She carried no weapon, no obvious tools, just a strange confidence, as if the room had always belonged to her. Without a word, she stepped further inside, letting the door slide shut behind her. Then, in a motion so fluid it seemed almost like dancing, she reached behind her and removed her outer suit. Not violently, not in a threatening way, but carefully, as if showing she was harmless. The suit shimmered and folded itself into a compact shape, leaving her in a sleek, form-fitting bodysuit that seemed part of her body, part of alien technology. "Move over," she said simply, her voice melodic but firm. Alex froze. He stared at her, unsure whether to panic, question, or comply. Then, as he realized she wasn't attacking, his curiosity outweighed caution. Move over for what?" he asked, keeping his voice calm, though his mind raced. She gestured toward the console. "The station's systems are unstable. I need access now." Alex hesitated. "Wait, who are you? How did you even get in here?" She smiled faintly. "Names are not important right now. The station is about to fail if we don't act quickly. Sit and trust me, or at least follow my instructions." Something in her tone, in the certainty of her movement, left him with little choice. He slid to one side of the console, giving her space. She moved in, her hands flying over the controls with practiced precision. Lights blinked, screens flickered, and the low hum of failing systems began to stabilize under her touch. Alex watched, fascinated. Her knowledge of alien technology was incredible. She understood the station's systems in ways no human manual could explain, interfacing with circuits and data streams as if they were extensions of her own body. "You're amazing," he admitted, unable to hide his awe. "You humans are interesting," she replied without looking up, her voice carrying a trace of amusement. "Your solutions are crude sometimes, but you're creative. You improvise where aliens would only follow rules." Alex felt a spark of pride. "Well, hey, sometimes crude works best. Sometimes it's the human way." She glanced at him, her glowing eyes studying him closely. "I can see that. That's why I need you." Before he could respond, an alarm blared across the station. Red lights flashed violently and the hum of the life support grew louder, like a low warning growl. "What now?" Alex shouted. "Trouble," she said simply. "External ship approaching. Automated drones. Likely hostile. We have minutes before they reach docking range." Alex felt his pulse quicken. He had trained for emergencies, but nothing could prepare him for this. An unknown alien intruder helping him, and a ship potentially ready to attack the station. "What's the plan?" he asked, trying to steady his breathing. She moved quickly, pressing a sequence of commands into the console. "We secure critical systems first. Life support, power distribution, communication arrays. Then we set up decoys. You'll handle the mechanical reroutes. I'll handle the remote interfaces with their drones." Alex nodded. "All right. Let's do it." The next few minutes were a whirlwind of motion and activity. Alex worked frantically, rerouting power, recalibrating drones, sealing access points, while she navigated alien software with fluid motions and precision. He began to understand her earlier command, "Move over." She had needed him to create space for her to access systems he could never have reached alone. Despite the danger, Alex couldn't help but marvel at the seamless way they worked together. He provided improvisation where she lacked knowledge of human systems. She provided precision and expertise far beyond his understanding. Then the monitors flashed red. The alien ship had deployed drones, small, fast-moving machines designed to breach and disable the station. "They're coming inside," Alex said, fear creeping into his voice. "I know," she replied calmly. "Prepare the countermeasures." "Human ingenuity, remember?" Alex smiled grimly. "Yeah, let's make them regret it." Using a combination of station defenses and clever mechanical traps, Alex and his unexpected partner began intercepting the drones. Alex rigged airlocks to eject small compartments, crushing incoming drones in rapid bursts. She manipulated the station's electromagnetic fields, frying circuits inside the drones with precise surges. They worked in tandem, almost instinctively, anticipating each other's moves. In the chaos, Alex noticed something remarkable. She laughed. A clear, melodic sound that cut through the alarms and flashing lights. "You humans are unpredictable," she exclaimed, narrowly avoiding a drone that zipped past her. "And you aliens are efficient," Alex shot back, dodging another incoming attack. The battle continued for several tense minutes. The station shook as minor explosions rocked its exterior. Alex and Lyra barely had time to breathe, yet every action they took saved critical systems from catastrophic failure. Finally, after a particularly daring maneuver, Alex managed to reroute power to a secondary defense grid, while Lyra disabled the alien drone's navigation. One by one, the hostile machines deactivated, spinning harmlessly in the vacuum outside the station. The alarms ceased. The lights returned to normal. Alex slumped into his chair, exhausted but exhilarated. Lyra leaned against the console, watching him with a faint smile. "You did well," she said. "Humans are more capable than I expected." Alex wiped sweat from his brow. "Thanks. You weren't so bad yourself for an uninvited guest." She tilted her head, amused. "Uninvited? I came to save your station, and apparently teach you humans a lesson in teamwork." Alex laughed, shaking his head. "Yeah, lesson learned. Don't let strange aliens into your room without a warning." "Lesson noted," she said with a smile. Then she straightened, her eyes glinting with a curious intensity. "But there's more. The drones were only the first wave. The ship behind them isn't done yet. And if we want to survive, we'll need to combine our strengths fully." Alex felt a surge of determination. "Then we keep working together." Her smile widened. "Good. That's the human way I was hoping for." For the first time in his life, Alex realized that being human, resourceful, brave, unpredictable, might just be the key to surviving challenges far beyond his world. And with this mysterious, brilliant alien at his side, he had a feeling that whatever came next, they could face it together. The stars outside shone cold and distant, but inside Helios Station a spark of hope, and of something entirely new, had begun to burn. The station was quiet now, but the calm was deceptive. Alex could still feel the vibrations from the earlier drone attacks under his feet, a reminder that danger had not fully passed. He rubbed his temples, trying to steady his thoughts. The alien woman, Lyra, stood near the console, her eyes scanning multiple data streams at once. Despite the intensity of the moment, there was a sense of calm confidence in her movements that Alex envied. "They'll come back," she said without turning. "The first wave was a test. The real threat is approaching." Alex swallowed hard. "Do we know what it is?" Lyra shook her head. "Not exactly. I can sense their technology, but their strategy, it's unlike anything I've seen. They are calculating, adaptive. We'll need to be faster than them." He nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility pressing down. "Then we prepare." "Full defensive protocols?" She smiled faintly. "Exactly. But we'll need more than that. Humans think differently. Your unpredictability is your strength. I'll guide you, improvise." Alex couldn't help but feel a mixture of fear and excitement. This was the kind of challenge humans had always faced, against odds that seemed impossible. And this time he wasn't alone. They moved quickly, securing critical systems and rerouting power to secondary grids. Alex worked on mechanical adjustments, reinforcing airlocks and sealing off vulnerable areas, while Lyra interfaced with the station's computer, creating sophisticated defenses that seemed almost alive. Minutes passed in a blur. Then a warning flashed across the main monitor. The alien ship had entered sensor range. "They're here," Lyra said, her voice steady but tense. "They're scanning for weaknesses. If they detect us unprepared, the station will be destroyed." Alex clenched his fists. "Then we don't give them a chance." He and Lyra moved to the central control hub, a compact room filled with consoles and holographic displays. The lights flickered as the station adjusted to their new power configurations. Alex felt a thrill of anticipation. This was human ingenuity in action, the ability to adapt quickly to see solutions where machines alone could not. Lyra handed him a small device. This is a field manipulator. It can redirect energy pulses from our station to confuse incoming drones. You'll deploy it manually? Alex nodded. Got it. Where do I place it? In the eastern maintenance corridor. The drones will likely target that area first. Once it's in place, I can synchronize it with the station's main systems. He sprinted through the corridors, the hum of the station and the distant vibration of approaching ships filling his ears. As he reached the designated spot, he set the device carefully, adjusting its controls. The lights flickered as it activated, creating a shimmering energy field that made the corridor appear empty on external sensors. Returning to the hub, he found Lyra already analyzing data from the alien ship. They're cautious, she said. They've noticed the field, but they won't risk a direct assault yet. They're probing, testing for weaknesses. Alex studied the monitors. Small drones had detached from the main ship, scanning the station's exterior. So we fight them in stages, he said. One wave at a time, Lyra nodded. Exactly. And when the time comes, we strike at the core. If we can disable their ship's control systems, the rest will fall apart. The next few hours were tense and exhausting. Alex and Lyra moved through the station, deploying defenses, rerouting power, and coordinating attacks against the alien drones. Every moment demanded focus, creativity, and courage. Alex's human instincts complemented Lyra's advanced knowledge perfectly. They became a single, efficient team. At one point, a drone slipped past their defenses, moving rapidly through a narrow maintenance shaft. Alex reacted instinctively, using a nearby magnetic clamp to snag it mid-flight, sending it spinning harmlessly into the void outside. Lyra raised an impressed eyebrow. Clever, she said. I wouldn't have thought of that. And I wouldn't have done it without you guiding the strategy, Alex replied with a grin. They returned to the control hub, where Lyra had traced the alien ship's core systems. Here, she said, pointing to a section of the display. This is their neural interface. If we can disrupt it, they lose control over their drones. Alex studied the holographic schematics. It's heavily shielded, but maybe I can create a feedback loop. If I redirect our power pulses into their interface, it could overload their system temporarily. Lyra nodded. It's risky, but it could work. Human unpredictability, remember? Working together, they implemented the plan. Alex rerouted power through the conduits while Lyra synchronized the timing with the station's mainframe. The energy pulses flowed toward the alien ship, invisible but precise, striking the neural interface with calculated force. Outside, the alien drones faltered. Some shut down entirely, others spun out of control, crashing harmlessly into the void. The main ship itself shuddered as the core systems overloaded. They're losing control, Lyra said, a hint of awe in her voice. Your plan? It's working, Alex felt a surge of triumph. We did it. Human ingenuity at its finest. Lyra smiled, her glowing eyes reflecting a rare warmth. Yes, and your courage. I underestimated humans. You are capable of far more than I imagined. As the alien ship drifted powerless in space, the station's alarms finally ceased. The hum of life support returned to normal, and the tension in the corridors eased. Alex sank into a chair, exhausted but elated. Lyra stood beside him, watching the distant stars through the viewport. This station is safe for now, she said. But there are larger challenges ahead. You've proven humans can rise to any occasion. That is impressive, Alex smiled, still catching his breath. Thanks. Couldn't have done it without you. She tilted her head, studying him with a quiet intensity. Perhaps. But remember this. Your strength is not just in your tools or knowledge. It is in your heart, your willingness to act when others hesitate, your ability to adapt. That is what makes humans unique. Alex felt a swell of pride. He had always known humans were resourceful, but hearing it from someone like Lyra, an alien with far greater technological understanding, made it feel real. The station was quiet now, but Alex knew this was only the beginning. The galaxy was vast, full of unknown threats and mysteries, and if humans could face challenges like this with courage and creativity, there was nothing they could not achieve. Lyra turned to him, a hint of a smile playing on her lips. Rest now. Tomorrow we may need to travel beyond this system. The galaxy is full of dangers and opportunities. Are you ready? Alex looked out at the stars, feeling a sense of purpose he had never known. Yes, he said firmly. I'm ready. For the first time, he understood that being human was more than survival. It was about creativity, bravery, and the ability to rise to challenges that no one else could face. And with Lyra at his side, he knew that together they could confront anything the galaxy might throw at them. Outside, the stars continued to shine coldly, distant and indifferent. Inside Helios Station, a spark of hope and courage burned brighter than any threat. Humanity had proven itself again, not through overwhelming power, but through cleverness, adaptability, and heart. And as the station hummed softly under the quiet of space, Alex and Lyra prepared for the adventures yet to come, united by trust, respect, and the unshakable belief that humans could achieve the impossible. The galaxy awaited, vast and dangerous, but for the first time, Alex felt truly ready.